for all of you that don't know what V2K is. I know my video is a little fuzzy, and my apologies for that. I don't have the best technology, nor can I afford it. But this patent is pretty much the technology of what they're using on me. They have in the top right corner here, that's the processor, the storage unit, network interface, network 165, the memory board, the display controller, the memory controller, the input-output controller, the output device, the 171, it goes into program, and that is your brain scanner. The patent is 2010, US 2010 dash 0049076A1. It was published February 25th, 2010. The inventor is Martin Sundstrom. I apologize. It's very hard to see on here. I'll figure out a way to clear it up a little bit later. But this is the patent and the technology that they are using on you. So if you ever want to look it up, go ahead. It's easy to find on the web, and you could read all about that technology on there. Now, what this video is about is I've learned how to get audio recordings of these perps and perpetrators, as most TIs like to call them. And I would like to show you guys on how to clear them up. Now, one of the ways, I have some of them here that I've already cleared up. That I'm going to play for you. Now what I did was I bought a wave pad. I bought this at Best Buy. Wasn't too expensive. It was about 50 bucks. Just 50, 60 bucks depending. With tax and stuff like that. But it is all licensed, and I didn't have to download anything. Now you guys could do this for free by downloading Audacity. It's free on the internet. WavePad Sound Mixer Auditor. But Audacity is supposed to be the best program out there. You could download it on your computer for free. You could do the same techniques on it for free. And I'm going to play some of these sound recordings for you. Why I say it's the government. This one here says V-Shift. Let me turn that up for you. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it at all. These are already cleared up, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Ooh, that was really loud. My apologies. But you kind of hear it in the background, B shift. That's what shift they're on, which personnel they're trying to locate. I'm just trying to find the right volume, you guys, so you guys make sure you hear it. Okay. Usually in law enforcement terms, it's A shift, B shift, C shift. That was obviously their B shift that was following me, apparently. I don't know if I have people following me around or not. I've really never noticed anything. These are stuff that I picked up off of phone conversations that I've had. And I'll show you guys how to do that in a little bit. Now this one says blue cap. Okay. I was on the phone with the lawyer, and when I was trying to get my money back, I believe, because the lawyer refused to talk to me about any of this. So this was the conversation that I picked up within that phone call. They're just saying blue cap. They were in my recordings, step by step, it states that what are you wearing? Blue cap. Walking around. Another reason I say this is the government is because this is a vehicle number right here. It's going to go car 82, and this is going to be very raspy. It's going to go ahead, but that's saying go ahead right here. Now, usually in any law enforcement, they have vehicle numbers, and that is obviously their vehicle number of which they are harassing me. It is car 82. So they probably are people within the police department that are harassing me. I have people in the background on some other recordings of the dispatcher as well. This one says right here in this section here, code red. And I'm going to show you how to do this. This was a phone conversation. I'll play the phone conversation for you. And it's pretty much I was returning a call back from an unknown number. And this is, obviously the phone number didn't work. And this is their response into that phone call. It's a short little phone call, so I'm going to play it for you. So this is me dialing the phone. So they're saying code red. I don't know what that technically stands for. It could stand for them finding out or them knowing, or I don't know. I don't know what code red stands for. It could mean a multitude of things. Now here is one that is another one that says DOD ordering it. Now DOD stands for, in the civilian world, Department of Defense. So it is possibly that the Department of Defense is the one targeting me. I am ex-military. I was in the Army. So if this is a government program and they are torturing U.S. veterans or using this technology as an experiment on us, it is possible that the DOD is involved. DOD ordering it. Now this one I don't know if you could hear. I was playing some of these earlier Some of them are really loud, some of them aren't very clear. But this one I think everybody needs to hear. This one states basically we're killing millions of people. I've tested this out and shown multiple of people. Some people can hear it and others people can't. So other people it sounds like a high buzzing noise and very high frequencies. And I'll show you how they're doing that later on. To some people it comes out very clear. So I guess it just depends on everybody's individual hearing. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor, but that's my guess. So it goes, basically, we're killing millions of people. Then it repeats itself. Basically, we're killing millions of people. And I'm going to turn that up really loud so maybe you guys could hear it. It'll bother me, but hopefully it won't bother you. So I pray to God that you guys could hear that. I just hope that you realize what the government really is doing, that they are torturing and killing off millions of people. Now, I am going to show you TIs on how to get audio. One way that I am getting audio is through my phone calls. I downloaded a free app. I don't know if you could see that. That's horrible. I apologize. But this app, free from Play Store, Google Play Store, it records all your phone conversations. It's called ACR. All calls recording. You could download it free from your Play Store. The way I do it is I just hook up my phone straight to my iPad, and when I make a phone call, I could record the conversation on my phone. There's another video about that already out there. He did a great job, but he didn't show you on how to get the people's information. So I'm going to close this out. I'm going to go into my files. There's some files I don't want people to see. And where I'm going to find a short file here. It's great that ACR, it timestamps it for you too. So that way you could get a copy of your phone calls from your phone provider too, and link it up with when they were hacking your phone system, which is honestly really neat. They usually tell you how long the files are too, whether it's 17 seconds or not. Oh, these are screenshots. We don't want screenshots. These are the recordings right here. 12:27 a.m. I don't know what I was doing. Making phone calls that late at night. Let's just pick one. And I'm going to edit with my sway pad. But like again, you can download this for free. Now, pretty much they're basic buttons. You really don't have to use a lot of any of this, whether it's copy paste. I like to keep the original, so I like to copy it first, copy the file, and start a new file and paste it on there. And I get rid of the original because I don't want the original messed with. If you ever use these in court, you need the original untouched. Now this looks like it's a 7-minute and 53-second conversation. Or maybe it's only 7 seconds, which would be perfect to go through.
How may I help you? Hi, this is John from the rewards department, and I'm glad I reached you.
Okay. So you get those unknown callers. And this is the phone conversation.
Hello, Amy speaking. How may I help you? Hi, this is John from the rewards department, and I'm glad I reached you.
So, I hung up right away because I'm not involved with any rewards department or anything like that. So, I hung up, which is, I'm glad I got a short conversation. Now you couldn't hear anything in here, and the way I kind of figured it out was I was watching paranormal videos on how to get audio, because they're such low frequencies that nobody else could hear them. So that pretty much means that you have to dig deep to find these phone conversations and these people. Now these little dashes in here. Now, I pretty much don't have to do anything here. It's pretty much they're sticking out themselves. So I don't really have to dig deep to find these, but I'll show you some in blank areas to find. I don't know if that's part of their system, so I'm just going to copy that section, start a new file, paste it, because you don't want to, I go through each individual section, and it sometimes could take me hours to go through, but right now, just showing you guys, I'm not going to go into that much detail. I'm just going to try to show you guys on how to clear something up. Now it is pretty loud already, but you hear it is kind of muffled. So pretty much all we do is have to go to our effects button, hit our speed button, and do a speed change. And it sounds like it's saying Skype Mark dating, which I have no idea what that is. I would actually have to, sometimes some of their lingo is a little bit out of my range, and I'm not a tech-savvy person, so I pretty much don't understand it. So I would actually apply that to the speech change, because that actually slowed it down to enough to where you could hear it. And then I would go to Google and look up Skype comes up Skype community, translating text and voice calls, release notes from news and Skype. Kind of gives you a basic, so pretty much it's Skyping community. Like, seems like there's 1 hour dating, which is okay. Whatever. I'm not involved with any of that, so it's kind of weird that they would say something like. So maybe they're using Skype. You kind of have to go into how they're using their technology. I don't understand this one bit. But here, this is what I kind of want to show you. Down here, there's absolutely nothing. You play it. There's nothing. But you hear a little bit of fuzziness in the background. I don't know if you could hear that. It's $10 speakers at Walmart. Plug it into your computer. Alright, now here is where you find what I'm talking about. All I'm doing is amplifying it. You kind of hear it a little bit better? You have to amplify it usually about 7 times. Ah, you see that? See that hidden message that just showed up? And all I did was amplify it. Now, okay, so I know I'm working with this section really here. I'm going to copy this once again, start a new file. And all I am going to do is go to my effects button and clean it up. It goes to noise reduction, grab a sample, and then I'm going to select all, clean it up again, noise reduction, and spectral subtraction based on noise sample. Now it kind of cleared it up a little bit. And now you hear the noise frequencies within the back of the phone call. I think it's saying internet. Let's amplify this a little bit more. Let's cancel that because it's a little bit too loud. We're going to go maybe quarter volume. Half volume. That's a good, and you can hear the clicking and the popping in the background. That usually means your phone is hacked. Look that up on any hacking tips. Now, we're going to slow this down. Again, just go to speed and speed change. Now here, I honestly think they are saying, I didn't know you were into that, which is the Skype dating. I'm not into Skype dating. I never, ever had a Skype dating phone conversation at all, ever in my whole entire life. So in this response, and it's probably not clear to you, but it kind of sticking out to me, they're saying, I didn't know you were into that. Now, we could try to do, an auto spectral subtraction based on lower speeds and quality. See how it changed a little bit? We could also do maybe a high pass or low pass filter. Sometimes usually cleans it up too. We're going to do a general audio cleanup. Let's see what that does. So now you can kind of hear them talking. I didn't know you were into that. I'm not into it. Like I said before, I'm really not into it. I have a boyfriend. I've been with him for 12 years. There's no reason for me to even look into speed dating. Now, usually it takes a little bit more time. You could use the effects, the tools, the levels, and use an equalizer, because these are, you could use the equalizer and change the number of bands that you're using to equalize it. I set it at 20 because it gives me every single frequency on this. You could change it to graphic, parametric. You could do a multiple of things to get it to sound a little bit different. There's presets on here. I have a high pass, so I'm going to update my graph to an high pass option. Let's see what it just says. So I picked a low pass shelf, and you could change the frequencies because they're using. Here, I'm gonna stop this for a second. They're using multiple frequencies at different times. Like you could see the different levels down here: 24 hertz, 34 hertz, 58 hertz, 68 hertz, 96 hertz. 136, 193. So they give you all the different frequencies. You could change these around, play around with this. This actually helps you kind of clear them up a little bit. I don't do too much changing onto it because if I change a lot of it, they could come back and say, well, you messed with the program. So a lot of it, things that I just do is just amplifying it, speed control, and a high pass or low pass filter. These equalizers here, but you could change the frequencies on there. Take away some of those. See, that sounded like that was the voice. So I want to bring that one up. But usually these last four are the high. Now you can hear multiple frequencies in the back now playing around with that. I'm finding that low ping, that high ping, that's about negative 60 decibels, 1.5 hertz. And I'm going to apply. Like I said, I just changed some of those frequencies around, and hopefully you guys could hear this. So basically what I think they're saying here is, I didn't know you were into that. So now, and remember you guys, that was off of a section that didn't have nothing in it. And we got rid of the original. So my original is saved. So when I do go through my phone conversations, I will actually go through all of this, even the stuff with speaking on top of it.
Amy speaking, how may I help you?
There is people talking in there. You do have to do some research on that, on how to take away the voice control. Usually you just try to do an effects. Here, let's copy, file, new. That's me talking in there.
Amy speaking, how may I help you?
Okay, so I want that gone. There's no way to get it gone. They have the technology to do this. We do not. We cannot afford this technology. This technology is usually like a $10,000 program. So they put multiple frequencies on top of each other. You would probably do the same thing, grab noise reduction, and then select all. And then do a spectral subtraction based on the noise. A lot of that doesn't work. You actually have to do levels. I think it's normalize. I pick an average loudness, equal and average loudness, so you could actually hear them. I'm going to turn this down because it is really loud, at least to me. I don't know about you guys, but...
Speaking, how may I help you? Amy speaking, how may I help you?
But you could zoom in. I'm not doing anything except zooming in. And then you could kind of break it down and find your frequencies within their frequencies. Like this, I believe. Would be them. So you would actually grab that and do a cleanup that way. Now that's a quick, like, millisecond. So, you just have to play around with the program and find it. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully you guys will be able to learn from this, and that we all, as targeted individuals, can get proof. See, there is talking in there. You just have to find it. Now I slowed this down to about 20. I could probably slow it down even more. And then all I do is, once again, have to amplify it. But they are there. I think it's saying internet. 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 They're talking about that whole Skype thing. Because early in the conversation, let's see where I picked that one part out of. I picked that out of the beginning, and the stuff that we worked on was actually here in the middle. So this is them saying internet, or internet right here, or sorry, my bad, internet right here. And then me digging it out and clearing it up for you guys. Now, another way, I'm not going to save any of this because I didn't do it right from the beginning, and I like to save it and bookmark it and save it in sections and show what I'm doing. So I save each individual one, and it could take me like at least, for 17 seconds, it usually takes me about an hour or 2 hours to completely go through and clear up and find some recordings that I could go through. It is very time consuming, you guys. Another way to record them is, just like I said before, I am a victim of V2K technology. You've been listening to me this whole entire time talking. You don't hear anything in the background. So let's see if I could catch something in the background. All I did was open up the program, start a new file, and I am going to just press the record button. Now I'm going to stop it. Now this is just for to show you guys. Now I'm going to play it back for you. And I'm turning up the volume all the way up so you guys hear it. Now you don't hear anything except that fuzziness. Okay? That's audio frequency disruption. That's them in the background. You could hear them. I know you guys don't hear them, but I'm going to show you guys how you can. And you could get their conversations. All right? Once again, simple. Blank screen, right? We are going to do effects, clean up, noise reduction, grab it based off of it, select all. Clean up, noise reduction, spectral subtraction based on noise sample. Now all I'm going to do, and that's not changing anything, you're not changing anything, you're just taking out some of the effects and stuff. I'm going to start amplifying this. We're going to do triple volume. Actually, we're going to go all the way up. Because once again, you need to apply this. See? You're starting to see something. Something there in the corner. Sorry, my phone's going off. I'll show you something fun after this. Ah, and there they are, hidden. Way hidden in the track. Now, let's see. This might be pretty loud, so I'm going to turn it down, and then I'll turn it up for you guys in a little bit. Now, like I said, I showed you that section before that says basically we're killing millions of people. And this one, I believe, says the government in here. What they do with V2K technology is basically they have a recording system. They play messages over and over and over again on top of each other. They do multiple frequencies. I'll show you that in a little bit right after this. I want to see if I could kind of clear this up so you guys could hear this. This one might be interesting. Hear those high-pitched noises? Those are the multiple frequencies. Alright, so all we are is going to do, once again, a high-pass filter. That seems to work the best for me, at least. You guys might be different because you're on different frequencies as I am. So, when you play around with this, it's either low pass or high pass. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to deal with special effects. You don't have to deal with speed. You don't have to deal with DirectX. You don't have to edit anything. You don't have to use tools or customize anything. The only things I'm playing with that I'm showing you guys